In this video, I'm going to show you how to do this submission. Hey everybody, it's Logan Double Gold here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do the reverse triangle from the over-under pass. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and let's get into the technique. Okay, so as my opponent's coming in for an over-under pass, I'm going to be framing on her shoulder, keeping her pressure with my leg, because again, I don't want her to put her head in my hip and smash me back on my back, because then it's going to be really easy for her to start to get her pass now, because I don't have any base to use. So I'm staying on my side here, keeping a good pressure with my hand on her shoulder and my leg heavy here. Then I'm going to start to relieve the pressure of my leg and bring it up so that she starts to come under to come to pass around this side. And then that's where I'm going to shoot my triangle. So I'm going to bring my top leg, shoot it over. I'm going to bring my bottom leg that's on her hip, and I'm going to shoot that through here. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this foot on the floor to help me turn to the other side. And then here I can lock up my triangle and get a really tight lock over here on her neck. And then as you guys can notice, as I'm squeezing and pulling down here, it's pulling her shoulder into her neck. And I'm pushing this leg into her neck here. And that's what's going to create that really tight pressure on her neck and make it easy for me to get the tap. Okay, so as my opponent's starting to come in for an over-under pass, the first thing I want to look at is posting on her shoulder and keeping a good pressure with this leg. Because the last thing I want is for her to put her head in my hip and put my back on the floor. Because then it's easier for her to get her pass and it's harder for me to start to look to get the submission. So I'm framing in her shoulder. I'm keeping this leg really heavy. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to take my leg and I'm going to start to bring it over her head. What this is going to do, and it's going to create space for her to start to come around this way. And that's when I'm going to start to attack my triangle. So as she's coming through, I'm going to shoot my legs through into like this scissor type position. And now here, I'm not going to lock up my triangle yet. If I lock up my triangle here and I start to pull down, I'm not going to get the tap and I'm just putting a lot of pressure on her shoulder. It's a common mistake that a lot of people do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my other side and then here I'm going to lock up my triangle. Because now I have the pressure of my leg pushing into her neck and my other leg pushing down on her shoulder and pushing her shoulder into her neck to get the tap. Alright, so one last time, she's going to start to come through for over-under pass. I'm framing in her shoulder, keeping a good pressure with my leg so that she can't put my back on the floor, put her head in my hip, and start to achieve her over-under pass. Okay, so good pressure with my hand here, good pressure with my leg. I'm going to start to relieve the pressure so that she starts to come around to get the pass on the other side. Then I'm going to be kicking my legs through, putting my right leg on the floor, and using that to switch my hip over to the other side. Then here I'm going to lock on my triangle, and then I'm going to be squeezing in really tight to get the tap. If you found any value in that technique, hit that like button, share, and leave a comment because it'll help us come up with more techniques that you guys want to see. Thanks for watching, everybody.